Welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something we all do, ordering food at a restaurant. I know it can feel a little stressful sometimes, but I promise, after this, you'll have the exact phrases you need to do it with total confidence. So, does the thought of walking into an English-speaking restaurant and talking to the host, does it make you just a little bit anxious? You start worrying about finding the right words or maybe not understanding what they ask you. Hey, if that sounds like you are so not alone. But the good news is, ordering food is just a skill. And like any skill, you can totally learn it. We're going to fix that right now with a few key phrases that will make you feel prepared and ready to go. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about getting your table. Then, the main event, placing your order. After that, we'll cover paying the bill. And stick around to the end, because I'm going to give you a super simple checklist to remember it all. Let's get to it. First things first, you've arrived. You walk through the door, that very first person you talk to is usually the host. Let's make that first hello a great one. You know what? It really is this simple. All you have to do are two things. Say hello and tell them how many people you have. That's it. Seriously, no need to overcomplicate it. And here it is, the golden phrase. Hello, a table for two, please. It's polite, it's direct, and it gives the host exactly the info they need. And that little word, please, it makes all the difference. Simple and absolutely perfect. Or hey, you could also ask it as a question, which works just as well. Hi, do you have a table for four? And a really common response you'll probably hear is, yes, right this way. That's your cue. Just follow them to your table. Easy. All right, so you're seated, you've got the menu, and here comes the server. This is the core of the experience, and now the fun really begins. Now, to keep this from feeling overwhelming, just think about it in these 4 steps. Usually, they'll ask for drinks first, so while they're getting those, you can check out the menu. And please, don't be afraid to ask questions. Then, when you're ready, just say what you want. So as you're looking at that menu, you'll see it's broken up into sections. The first one is often appetizers. Just think of these as the warm-up act, the starters. Small dishes like a soup or a salad to get your meal going. Next up, you're going to see a section called entrees, or sometimes it'll say main courses. Don't worry, they mean the exact same thing. This is the star of the show. It's your main dish, the biggest part of the meal, like the steak or the pasta. So putting it all together might sound a little something like this. Using to start tells them you're ordering your appetizer, and for my entree makes it super clear what you want for your main. Using a sentence like this is going to make you sound like you do this all the time. But what happens when you're just staring at the menu and you have no idea what to get? You feel kind of stuck, the server's waiting. What do you do then? This right here, this is your secret weapon. Asking, what do you recommend, is not just okay, it's super common. Servers know that menu inside and out, and they're usually happy to tell you what's popular or what their favorite is. It's such a simple and powerful question. Now, sometimes the server might have a follow-up question for you. For example, if you order a steak, they're definitely going to ask how you want it cooked. Knowing a few terms like rare, medium rare, or well done is super helpful here. Medium rare, please, is a perfect, clear answer. All right, you've had a great meal, the food was delicious. Now it's time for that final step, taking care of the bill, or as it's usually called, the check. And just like everything else, we can break this down into 3 simple little actions. First, you've got to ask for the check. Then, just give it a quick look to make sure everything's right. And finally, decide how you're going to pay. So, what's the best way to ask for the bill? Well, you just try to catch your server's eye, start with a polite "excuse me," and then simply ask, "Could we have the check, please?" It's clear, it's courteous, and it works every single time. Okay, so the check is on the table. If you're paying with a card and you're not sure if they accept it, it's totally fine to ask, "Do you take credit cards?" Or if you're using cash, you can just let them know, "I'll be paying with cash." And one last really crucial point, especially in the United States, is the gratuity, or the tip. This is the extra money you leave for your server's great service, and it's usually not included in the total. The standard is about 15 to 20%. Now, keep in mind, this custom can be really different depending on the country, so it's always good to be aware. Whew, we've covered a lot. So now, let's pull all of the most important phrases together into one simple checklist that you can basically use as a cheat sheet. Here it is, your cheat sheet for success. From getting your table, to ordering your food with options like "I'd like" or "I'll have," to asking for help, and finally getting that check. Honestly, these 5 phrases will get you through pretty much any restaurant situation you can think of. And there you have it. You've seen the steps, you've learned the words, you've got the key phrases. The only thing left to do now is to get out there and actually use them. That's where the real confidence comes from. So I'm going to leave you with this question. What are you craving right now? A burger? Some amazing pasta? Whatever it is, you now have all the tools you need to go and order it. Go for it.